Hello everyone. Gonna continue adding light dismiss to Firefox. So have a look at where we were last. I think it was just the any's that were failing last time. Here's what we have. So any non-modal and any modal. Neither of these work. So we're going to need to get them to work. And luckily this is a pretty well specified area. Should be slam dunk today, he says. That's foreshadowing. That is foreshadowing if I've ever heard. So pointer events is the thing that we are after. So the document has a pointer down target, which is an HTML dialog element. So let's go to the document. And add a new field. Out where? This looks right. Is this inside of class though? Should probably. We do the toots. Ski. Yeah, I think this is the right place. We just need to drop something in here. I'm wondering, like, top layer elements, top layer, and open dialogues. I think I'm gonna add the last winter down target. Whoops. I'm gonna reference. That link. Pop that. There we go. So this is going to be probably a weak pointer to an HTML dialog element. And it's going to be m last dialog to target. And this doesn't need to get initialized because weak pointer. So the initially null bit is true from line of code. But we should probably go look at the references. It should just be, yeah, light dismiss and then light dismiss. Yeah, great. So this is the thing now that we need to implement. That's going to be on document. There's a handle escape key. So we'll also have a handle light dismiss open dialogues. When pointer events on the document close any dialogues you light dismiss I'll close the topmost. Dialog as defined as already forgotten the name. Whoops. Last dialog. Yeah, this seems reasonable. Tidy this up a bit. Semicolon, we need a full stop there. But so this is what we're going to define today. Second. So let's look at handle escape key, and we'll probably just dump it here. We definitely want to say static refs. Say if not static prefs DOM totally forgotten. This one, DOM dialog light dismiss enabled. That's exactly what we want. And we're just going to do an early return. So it's given a pointer event as well. I guess this can be a full pointer event. To be honest, don't know I don't know if there's anything at the moment that uses pointer events in the code base. Sure there are, but I don't know if it's just user facing. Event is internal. I wonder how handle escape key is dealt with. I want to see that. Presentation shell, which has an event handler. This is a key up. Widget mouse event, pointer event handler. Synthesize move to dispatch boundary events. This. So if it's is okay, the mouse event, pointer event, slap a bunch of flags on it and dispatch it. Okay. Not relevant for us. This is relevant for us. This is the central point at which all events are dispatched, I believe. So we can use this to switch on the event like all of these others are. we can just fire this light dismiss, but it's a pointer event, I guess. And message. What are the messages? Here are all of the messages, I guess. We want some of these, right? So it was pointed down. What else was it? Pointer down, pointer up. Yeah, it's just pointer down and pointer up. So where's shell? Wherever handle shape key is, we need to do a very similar looking thing. Where we're going to say case E pointer down, case E pointer up, to probably need default prevented on this of code. Yep. So we don't care about that. We do care about this. We want to get the document. We want to say if static refs. Probably do this earlier, and we want this thing. We'll do a break. So if we got the document, then we're going to call document a handle, whatever I called it, handle. Where are we? Right, there we go. Handle light dismiss open dialogues. Lapsed. Sucks though. Formatting. This looks fine. This needs to be past a event. The only other thing. And we'll use the same typing here. So it's just a widget event. I think that's much easier. Trying to pass this or something. Having said that, we'll probably need to access parts. What do we need? Target. Client X and client Y. But that is in a different algorithm. So excuse me. So I feel widget event's fine here. So we are the document. If the dialogues open list is empty, that's fair. So M open dialogues. If not, length. And then if it's a pointer down, we need to set the pointer down target to ancestor, which is the nearest clicked dialogue. Is this algorithm? This one. To be fair, this is probably small enough that we could inline this. I don't know why this would be a separate function. Unless it's referenced a lot of times, and it's not. It's referenced here once. So we're going to say Well, a event target. Hopefully M target is like public. Let's go see. Maybe it's just got a target method. M target is public. Great. So we will. When you need a target for a DOM event, you should use get DOM event target instead of accessing directly. Okay, fair enough. Let's do get DOM event target then. Presuming, what does this actually do? I guess this retargets. M target. If M target exists, or get target for DOM event, otherwise return a null pointer. What does get target for DOM event do? Returns this. Okay, sure, fine. Yeah, so get DOM event target. Not let, we're not in Rust. We want, well, we could just have auto. An event target. We could say event target, can't we? Target. Target. Imagine this is looking very similar to JavaScript right now. Though maybe not certain flavors of it. So with the target, we want to run this algorithm. If target's a dialog element, so how do we do that? We somewhere here, this one. So if target is a dialog element, and if dialog element is open, and excuse me, this is curious. Targets is modal is true. Does that mean modal dialogues can only be any? I mean, that's fine, but sure. Well, so we can just say it isn't top layer, because if it isn't top layer, only modal dialogues that are open can be top layer. And now we need to do hit testing. So we've got the client X and client Y, which are going to come from a pointer event, which maybe we'll need to get the, we need to cast it. Not sure. Oh, there's as keyboard event, as mouse event maybe, or is there an as pointer event? Where is this build? There's all macros. There must be an as pointer event then. So we're gonna say Widget pointer event. Is that a class? Widget pointer event. Yeah. Does this actually have client X and client Y? It inherits from mouse, which probably does. Okay. Widget input event. GUI event. One of these has to, right? This just seems to have time. Input. No. GUI. What were the other ones? Mouse, event base. Where are the coords? Maybe input source? What is input source? The uint 16. That doesn't seem right. Presumably this does store this data somewhere, right? Range says here. Pointer events are wild though, they've got loads of stuff. With angle, always 0. Okay. Document maybe has it. Mouse event definitely has it. I wonder, widget pointer event is actually used anywhere? Here. But this is for dispatching. Well, maybe actually something useful here. Ref point. The layout device in point. PSS point, that's like very very positive looking. And I didn't see that in in the widget and same ref point mouse event as the ref point. Pointer event handler, an interesting file. Date. I guess that's like not relevant. This looks quite interesting. Widget from pointer event. Click. And this window itself has a pointer event. Well, it's just terrible. Well, it seems like what we probably want is this ref thing that I've totally forgotten what it was called. Ref point. In mouse event, maybe. I'm guessing like client X. Calls client X on mouse event, which calls client point. Client point. And ref point. Maybe this is a maybe this is central to events. Yeah, widget event. That's what. So it's actually in every event. I was looking in the specific subclasses with avoiding that though. So this is relative. Or if there's no widget, then it is screen coordinates, not modified by layout code. Visual coordinates are correct relative to value that expresses what this is relative to. Viewport frame or visual, where viewport frame is the viewport frame from the widget's root document. Okay. So if we had a widget pointer event, you can say a pointer event. It's going to be the A event as pointer event. If the dialog is in the top layer and the if pointer event is a thing, the event, then we need to calculate the coordinates. I'm going to say pointer event mref point. We're going to get this layout device point. Presumably is a tuple. Right. Got an X and a Y. Then we need to do some AABB. I imagine somewhere there has to be a piece of code that does like hit testing or AABB. One of these, right? Maybe we can improve our search foo. So it will be a method essentially takes layout device point. No. I mean, let's just see hit test. Painting. It must be way like, how do buttons know when they're clicked, right? Like, we go to HTML button element. Guess buttons know they're clicked because target, and the target must be gotten from, how does target get calculated? Maybe this is way back in presentation shell. I mean, this looks interesting. This frame is destroyed after dispatching pointer of it. I guess we need the original target contents, dispatch mouse events to it. Interesting. Roy, focus fix up, eyes. By destroying frame, reflow. Yeah. Presume it's in here. Maybe with the H, and there's a very identifying method. Oh, this is a big class though. I'm going to go back to handle escape key. So this is finalize handling event. Where does finalize? Cleans up the state of press shell in a event. The dispatch event. Dispatch event. Calls pre-handle event. The current target is the target frame. If it's a mouse event, sign a bunch of stuff. Rounded to point. Nothing looks like it's setting the target here. I'd almost expect like element from point or something. Maybe pre-handle is too late even. Maybe there's something that's like setting the target earlier than this. But having said that, the M current target being the target frame is a bit curious. So let's look for M current target equals I mean, this is interesting. Get primary frame for M gesture down content. Copy targets. Just a from. Assign event data, yeah. Get primary frame. Ah, get event target. Silly me. So if current target's already set, just return that. Otherwise, we can't get the presentation shell. If current target content is set, get the primary frame for M current target content. This is just past the content, so it's not past anything about the event data. Right. Place. Target. Cool. I want to find out what the name of this is. Create mouse or pointer widget event. That sounds like something we... Where were we? On line 5136. Oh, so we're all the way down here. This is a different, right? This is not create mouse. Dispatch mouse. Frame reframe for pointer locked element. Create pointer mouse widget. We set the current target. Let's dispatch here. So maybe it is here in this function. Related target. The A related target. Was that passed? Where did A related target come from? Can't see it in the function params. Oh yeah, it's right there. So moment. Search. Dispatch process event. Dispatch mouse or pointer boundary event. This this has the related content. Target frame get nearest widget. Kind of lost in all of this. Maybe get nearest widget is the thread to pull on, wherever that was. So maybe NSI frame has data about point data. If we go to H, maybe point data is stored in frames. So we want to find out what element is underneath these coordinates. There is element from point, which might be able to help us. It's actually cool. Gosh, it calls element from point. Yeah, that makes sense. Which calls element from point helper. Calls query nodes from point. Which the X and Y. We've given an X and Y. Query nodes from rect. Oops. Oh, that's weird. Query nodes from rect. See, this is further my hunch that like frames store some of this data, but we'll see. Oh man, we've been on this for an hour. I guess this will be yet another hour at least, and this. Right. Looks like the right direction, maybe. We don't have a rectangle, we have coordinates. So we probably want query nodes from point. But this looks okay. We just don't have all of this data. Like, what is multiple? What is viewport type? Should we flush the layout? No idea. Guess element from point helper is like a little easier maybe. But if we search for this, we can see it's not really called in lots of places, which tells me maybe isn't the thing to use. Having said that, it is here. Query hit test impl. Maybe this is the thing. And this is only used in like a couple of places. Probably because there's a query hit test. That one. Oh, I can see the there's a onQuery drop and onQuery DOM widget hit test. Where does this get called? Handle query content event. Yeah, I think this is maybe the wrong thread to pull on. I think I'm going to go and ask the DOM team, because I'm sure they can answer this question in a few seconds. And so I think with that, we are going to call this one. It was a fun exploration. We looked at a lot of code, and I still have no idea where the target is computed, or in fact how I'm supposed to figure out this one line. But effectively what we need to do is say, well, I mean the standard pretty much describes this in comment form, but we need this nearest clicked dialog where we just say events client X and client Y are in the bounds of the dialogues box, I guess. And if that's not the case, do we just, what do? We recur, select current, current open, return. That's weird. So we traverse until we hit a dialog that's open. Well, yeah. Anyways, that's going to be that. I will. I'll do another stream tomorrow morning, and we will get to the bottom of this. But for now, this is really. We need to work a lot more on this. If you've been watching, thank you. And I'll see y'all